Going? My name is Raleigh with Advanced Local Chiropractor, and I created the Advanced Local Chiropractor strategy. I talked about it in my first video, 64 patients in 4 months for Dr. Danny Lai. And now what I do is I try to help other chiropractors apply the same principles that I did for Dr. Danny, okay? So in this video, what I wanted to talk about was Facebook versus Google for chiropractors, okay? And if you watched my last video, you know that what I consider to be the best platform for chiropractors to advertise on so that they can build a consistent flow of new patients is, without a doubt, in my opinion, Facebook and Instagram, same company, okay? And the reason why I think that is what we're going to be talking about in this video, okay? So the first thing that I want you to consider is that with Facebook, people are in a state of discovery versus intention, which is Google, okay? So if you'll remember back when one of my first videos that I did, I talked about the law of 2%. And what I said here, bear with me here, bear with me. Basically what I said, well, let's zoom out and see if I can find it. If not, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so I can't find it. All right, so that's okay. Let me just continue with what I was doing then. So the law of 2% says that in any industry, only 2% of any population of people are in the market for a product or service of that industry. So in the case of chiropractors, you're talking about in any given city, only 2% are in the market for chiropractic services. That means that you're missing 98%, and I talk about that here, 98% of the audience, right? The demographic, okay, with using something like Google, because it's all intention based. Facebook, on the other hand, is all discovery based, right? People, and I have the statistic here if I pull it up, and this varies from company to company. But generally what we're seeing with Facebook, if I'll scroll to the Facebook statistics, you can check this out for yourself. Just type in social media statistics. With Facebook, on average, people spend about 35 minutes a day on Facebook. Okay? Now, if you combine that with Instagram, which is the same company, let's see if I could find Instagram up here. Hang on. Instagram, we're talking about another minutes a day. So you're talking about nearly an hour every day people are on Facebook or Instagram. What does that mean? That means that they're on their phone scrolling through with the intent of discovering new things. Okay, the mindset is much different than than Google, where people are there to just get their information and leave. There's no opportunity on Google, really, to win over a customer. I mean, I should put it this way, win over new customers. There's people there who want a chiropractic service, but to get, you're only in the 2%, which is what we talked about in an earlier video, which is why it's so much more expensive. It costs $7 a click versus Facebook, which can be as low as 16 cents a click. I'm actually seeing 12 cents at times for other people, okay? So it's so much more cost effective to be on Facebook because, like I said, people are in the spirit of discovery. They're looking for new things. They're looking for new concepts, okay? They're there to browse. They're not there to get in and get out. Think of it this way. What amount of time is spent on Google every day? If about an hour is spent on between Facebook and Instagram, what amount of time is spent on Google? Hardly any, okay? The best example I like to give with regards to making this point crystal clear is think about a cupcake shop. Random, I know, but here, go with me here, okay? So if you just opened a cupcake shop and you were looking for new customers, imagine if all you did was invest in Google and you bought the keyword cupcake shop near me. Okay? Let's say you lived in a relatively big city even, let's say Los Angeles. How many people per month do you really think are on Google typing in cupcake shop near me? My guess, less than 100, even in Los Angeles, okay? If you're lucky, maybe 200, but clearly not enough traffic to generate a consistent flow of new customers. That's because no one's typing that in, okay? There's not enough people typing in on Google cupcake shop. Now imagine this instead. What if someone, as they're scrolling through Facebook, they see beautiful pictures of cupcakes, videos of cupcakes, people eating delicious looking cupcakes, the staff of the cupcake shop making the cupcakes with icing and the batter, and then pulling them out of the oven, and just these gorgeous looking cupcakes. That is going to generate so much more attention and traffic than Google ever could, because it's just a different dynamic. It's visual. That's another huge thing, is that you have the visual component to Facebook and Instagram, which you do not have with Google. Okay, so that means that you broaden that 2% to 98%. You get a huge, the sliver of the pie on the Venn diagram, the pie chart expands. Okay, you're getting way more of an audience there because you're using visual components and you're not based on intention. Okay, and it's way cheaper. Okay, so that's one of the main things that Facebook has a huge advantage of over Google, is just the idea of the discovery and generating interest in people who would not otherwise have been interested. That's the key. You're generating attention towards your service from people who would otherwise not look on Google. Okay? Only people would type in chiropractors near me on Google who are already in the market for the chiropractor. What about the other 98%? That's too big of the piece of the pie to not try to attract those people to your service. Okay? You'll lose. And you will not be able to generate a consistent flow of new patients. It's impossible. It's nearly impossible. You have to use these visual platforms, okay, like Facebook and Instagram, which are my number ones. All right. Another thing, last thing I'll touch on is trust versus research. Okay. With Facebook, because it's visual, you can build that trust. You can get in front of that customer and build that trust over and over again. With Google, even when someone is typing in chiropractors near me, they're looking to do research. So you're not the end of their research. You're the first of maybe 3 or 4 web pages they're going to check out in that 2 minutes of browsing. Okay? Facebook allows for the trust to be built through the visual components, the videos, the photos, the testimonials, things like that. Whereas in Google, you're more of just one page of their research. Okay, you're one page of their thesis. Okay, so because of those things, this is why I wanted to start with this video and just tell you why I believe Facebook is far superior than Google. And I think if you're investing in Google, I would make a transition to Facebook and test it out for yourself. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out to me through Facebook Messenger or email. If you want to schedule a call with me, I also provide for exclusive content on these calls. I only do a few of them every week, and I go a little bit more behind the scenes, exclusive content only to those people who book a call with me. Once again, my name is Raleigh. I helped Dr. Danny Lai get 64 patients in 4 months by having studied what the top grossing chiropractors were doing in the world, and I put together a presentation. If you haven't watched that already, definitely check that out. It's below. And thanks for watching. And again, if you have any questions, any concerns, go ahead and reach out to me, and I look forward to hearing from you. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.